A woo penis. Hello everyone, welcome to Massacres on Monday, where I'm actually going to be doing the Massacres on Monday title, because I just haven't for a while. I think the week before last was because I was just not feeling well. Last week I did something else in front. Oh yeah, I did the SCP stream instead. That'd be why. That would be why. And also, before I start out on doing anything, congrats Shark Shouter! Welcome to being an affiliate. You've worked really hard to get this far, so yeah, congrats. I hope it goes well for you. Secondly, before I start doing things, I need to do something on Twitch very quickly. Bear with me, it is worth sticking around for, I promise you. Because before I did the Pony RPG, I had a little bit of time to test a couple of things. And what did I find out works? Well, something along the lines of enabling this to happen. Check out that new community challenge that's just been started. So yeah, that's going to be a thing if people want to see that. I already have plans if it happens. And there's an immediate contribution to it. It admittedly Torian and Scoo know about it because I couldn't contain my excitement and just kind of splurged to both of them. Like, it works, it works! It's alive! It was an absolute bastard to get working though. Mostly because I also found out that this computer can't link to the tablet. Yet. I need to get a Bluetooth module. Because, yeah. Also found out there is no wireless capability in this PC whatsoever. It's just got a wired network card. Which, you know, it suits me perfectly. It doesn't suit connecting to tablets perfectly though, because yeah, gotta do that wirelessly. Anyway, before we get into before we switch over into the actual thing, I just realised also I have not even preloaded the game, so I'm just going to mute the OBS volume for just a little bit whilst I have it loading up in the background so that we don't get accidental deafening. And then when it's ready to load, I can either switch over there or flip back to here and silence. Oh, good God. No, just every time I load this up, I get reminded that Nacon is the publisher, and oh, don't like Nacon. Nacon are absolute fucking scum. Absolutely fucking scum as a publisher. But, whilst waiting for that, let's go have a look at chat and catch up on it. Press to continue. Oh, it actually is not going to be all that long. Yeah, 74%. Also, I started a second save file on this to try and get an achievement to pop, which again it didn't. Did the first mission, the introductory mission, you know, stealing the explosives? 12%. 12% for one mission. This game's fucking short. Which is a blessing because it's also shit. There we go, got the OBS volume back on. Hello and welcome Sharky, the affiliate of the hour. Hello, welcome Torian, offer Sarah for cuddles. Yay, kitty. Pretty fun. There you go, fit. Congrats. Happy, how's everyone? Oh, I'm alright actually. I'm somewhat sleep deprived because despite having drank a fair amount of whiskey yesterday and during the game yesterday, could not get to sleep. Just couldn't. My hypersensitivity was going like nobody's business. That was fun. I think I ended up eventually passing out somewhere around 8 AM-ish. I'm not sure how long I slept for, but it was not great or restful sleep because I woke up like I just want to sleep some more. Tried to, couldn't really, but yeah. But I am here and I am awake-ish. Try to figure out why your joints and your arms hurt. I don't know, being short. I don't know. Hello, welcome Vaughan. And there we go. Quote 586. A woo penis. Doing food, you are tired though. It's fair. So yeah, thank you immediately to Torian, Sharky, and Vaughan for the contributions to the Art Stream Challenge. And oh my good god, there's a lot of... Wow, there's a lot of things there. So... Kipper, you are... Weirdly enough, you're more bearable than this game. Because this game's awful. So... Somehow you're more bearable than that. But still, unlike this game, I can tell you to fuck off. So fuck off, Kipper. Yeet! Oh yeah, so last time I yeeted Kipper on stream, and I said that he'd bounced almost coming back to me with just that one bounce. Couldn't find him. He had bounced halfway under my bed. Oh, okay. That was a thing. And you want a dad joke? Well, I'm just gonna have to go with the joke that I told Sku and Torian because it came. I remembered it. Why were there so many non-binary people in the gold rush? Because there's gold in them there hills. And thank you, Torian and Sharky, for the hydration reminders. You played your first FromSoft game this weekend, Armored Core 2. Ah, I did wonder what you were talking about when you go back to Armored Core. It's very different from their other games. Very different because, it's not Souls-like. It's a fairly decent and highly agile mecha game. It's not bad. I personally do prefer MechWarrior. MechWarrior has that feeling of, you are in a 10-story tall mech with huge amounts of destructive power. It really does feel that. You went to bed after 3 AM. You and I probably went to bed, well, actually fell asleep around about the same time then, Sharky. Being short would be leg joints. I don't know. I'm not short, I don't know how short bodies work, I just know they exist. Thank you for the hydration reminder, Vaughn. Maybe all the activities you do this weekend. Yeah, that's possible. Hello, welcome DJ. Bots not streaming 80 minutes away. I was streaming. Thank God for Sorrybots. Yeah. Whilst we were doing the in the early stages of the Pony RPG last night, there was actually a hate bot raid that happened. Well, a mass hate bot follow on Sku's channel, and oh, I saw them going through. It's like, okay, right, time to get to banning, and it just went, all these names have been banned by Seribots. I was like, oh, okay then, fine, Seribots taking my job. I don't mind. Red, hello and welcome. Really weird feeling today. Can't decide to wonder if I should institutionalise myself with how I feel right now, but I'm also I can never afford to. This is probably all I'm going to say about it before we try and chill here. There's big oof. I'm sorry to hear that, Red. It's never easy when it's getting to that sort of stage. I hope you pull through it fairly quickly, and I hope that being here can help you find some sort of centre thing, or at least some relaxation for a few hours. Excuse me. Thank you, DJ, for your contribution to the art stream. And also for... I should actually probably mark these off as completed when I'm doing them. Yeah, thank you for the hydration reminder as well, DJ. That mug. I suppose I have to use the D-pad to move. Yeah, that's a bit iffy. It's really iffy with Armored Core. I mean, it goes to show that FromSoft have never been all that great when it comes to planning their controls. The fact that out of all their games, the only ones with a really good and intuitive control system is Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne to an extent, and Sekiro to an extent. Hatebot, there that's what it is. People really spend time making a bot that just insults. Oh, it's worse than that. It is worse than that. So the hate bots are basically, it's like, if you've read any of the media about the host bots and that kind of stuff, people basically set up bots with the intent of spamming people and then conducting raids of people who will come along and basically be racist, homophobic and all that kind of shit. So yeah, there are actually people organising stuff like that out there, which is, to be fair, even more sad. However, Twitch does reckon that they found 2 of the people responsible and have filed lawsuits against them. So hopefully, it's the first step into actually something happening. How much Twitch are going to do on the back of that, I don't know, and I am very, very doubtful of much is going to come of it, because it's Twitch. They only really caved in because of the protest. They decided, you know, they're actually going to do something about it. Gonna get out of bed now, I think. Wish I could still be in bed, but then again, I wouldn't be able to sleep. So, me being in bed would not really be contributing to anything at all. Right, that's everything done and switched over. Let's flip over here. Yep, that still works. You sure want to restart this up? What? You really shouldn't do that. They really shouldn't have the option on the front thing of restarting a level from the save file. That's just asking for trouble. They're saying for up for an hour this morning when I took my meds. So I need to ignore them because ban doesn't make them unfollow, because it makes sense. Ban still follow. Yeah, ignore. He is not following me. Yeah. Each to their own. I know that there are some bots out there which... I think the Seri bot actually bans and blacklists all of them. Oh my good god, those textures. Just... give it a sec. Come on. There we go. There we are. They follow and unfollow. Yeah. I need to remember all the controls and stuff. Okay, so there's spirit there. I'm fairly certain I did all of the things that the Red Talon Coward wanted me to do so far. And I found all the spirits. So let's just go in. So the spirit is over there, which is possibly in the office. Yep. Ooh, okay. Sentry turrets, my favourite.
Taking all our outposts, and they're coming for us next. Let's show them what a mistake that is.
Yes, mistake. It's definitely not as if it's something that keeps happening to all of you, and oh look, you're dead. Oh well. I'm about to die. That's it. Some frenzy going on. Well, that was quite a lot of damage. Says this for me, if I still had to ignore it, made them unfollow me, so I know, because it makes sense, sarcastic attitude and charm. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, it's, you know, having them still following you isn't really going to do anything, because bots can't do anything like that, especially if you've got it blocked. If you've got it banned and blacklisted, then there's nothing it can do to you. So the October and the high today is still ATF 28C. Ugh. 16C here. And it was raining earlier, and last night, fucking hell, it was real windy. But, you know, global warming is fake, so, oh god, yeah. Ugh.
Taken all our outposts, and they're coming for us next. Let's show them what a mistake that is.
The warming is so fake that my typical hiking months are too hot for hiking, and there are tornadoes happening in my home county with tornadoes shouldn't be possible. Yep. Oh, crap. I forgot about that. I keep forgetting about that. There's a spirit around here. This little highlighted thing. Oh, it's a fetish by the looks of it. Weirdly enough, I can't see any other spirits. That is kind of weird. I would have thought there'd be more. We collected all the fetishes. Wrong kind. Not what I thought it was going to activate, but sure. I thought it was going to deactivate the turrets. Nah. Tis fine. Tis wholly fine. Ooh. Well, that's duty for Mori. Can I? Yes, I can. Shouldn't have done. But I can. So for Mori, I can break their neck and it kills them. Whereas if I fight them in combat and rip them to pieces, they transform. That seems right somehow. It just doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. Doesn't seem how it should work. But hey, since when does this game do anything that should actually work? Oh, penis. There we go. And through. Captain Fergus. Encountering difficulties on the ground. Local pack is posing problems. Attacks endangering the calendar communicated by the board of directors. Doctors. Have installed a minefield around the perimeter wall of our outpost to keep them at distance. Recommend the return of Major Grainer to the site. Despite her injury, she managed to have them on the ropes. With her, victory will be ours.
This report was printed shortly after I reunited with Adana.
How's Major Grainer come back then? If that's what they're implying, that Major Grainer's come back, that shouldn't be possible. How the fuck? She was thrown into the deep umbra. Humans don't come back from that. Fucking hell, most werewolves don't come back from that. Was Silver Werewolf permanent in this world? Kind of. It's their weakness. Silver is the weakness of werewolves in this. So if you shoot them with it, it causes wounds that are a lot harder to heal. In this, in this particular game of it, it basically is if you get hit by silver, your maximum health decreases until you can properly heal it or get out of combat. Because getting out of combat heals everything in this game, weirdly. Are they actually going to come near me, or is this place safe? I'm not sure what this guy's doing. No. Fair. That place is safe, as is this bit. Yep. Yep. Well, that was easy. You can see over there that lot are still alerted and wandering around. Oh, even though it makes no sense for them to be. There's still no spirits. That's really kind of concerning. Do I have any spirit points? I do have spirit points to spend. And I can buy pretty much anything. Okay, I probably should do that then. I could do that. Sometimes I keep forgetting that Stomp even exists. I don't pretty much have all the skills I want. Should probably get that. Lupus is harder to see. So if you get the anti-kinky spanks with the werewolf, bring a silver line spanker? No! No! That is definitely the wrong thing to do. Using silver is basically you are stating an intent to kill. That's the equivalent of, you know, bringing a an envenomed spike on a spanker and using that for kinky sex. That's what you're basically doing in the werewolf equivalent if you use silver. On the other hand, if you want to do surgery on a werewolf that's, you know, kind of lasting, and, you know, it's a surgery to remove something, then yes, you might have to employ some use of silver. Or, you know, if you want to tattoo or permanently mark a werewolf, you've got to use silver. Also doesn't mean the medieval change the room is the truest fear of the werewolf since they used to back the mirrors of silver. Well, no. Just because it's their weakness doesn't mean, you know, they fear it or they're repelled by it. It literally is just that they take extra damage from it, and it's, you know, more of a permanent injury. No, 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 no. Ah, bollocks. Thought I got him in time, but no, didn't. Oh, okay. You know, game, if you want to make a stealth-based enemy, the smart thing to do is, when it's invisible, it doesn't walk in a straight path. Yeah, if you really want to be real smart about it. Still sounds like Werewolf to be out of pissing off a werewolf, maybe beating the head with a mirror, buying me a bit of time while I'm flanking. Nope! You piss off one of these werewolves, you're pretty much dead. There's a reason they are called Death Blenders. Largely because of what I'm doing now. How long is this game? So I believe that's 5 streams ago was the end game. There's not been that many streams on it. But we are at 74% through the game at this point. You need to be dealt with in heavy mode. Oh, I love the things when you kill certain enemies, they do an explosion afterwards, and it's supposed to hurt you, but because you can't get hurt when you're in this mode, it just ends up making your screen go a bit weird. So I was now playing with a piece of fabric. Oh, that's, you know, just how many streams there has been of this game, because it's not that many. I know it hasn't been. This is session number 8. So it does seem like about, you know, around about 1 session per 10% of the game, give or take.
Wait for me, AD. I'm coming.
Just gotta make sure that I didn't... No! There's still no spirits. What on earth? This is really weird. There's only been 1 spirit in this entire section. Unless it's just going to take me into a boss fight of some kind. Excuse me. Oh, well, yeah, it's just it's just straight up transitioning into a new level. Endron's headquarters. Kahama. Thanks for the trophy. Kahal managed to put a stop to the activities of Endron's outposts and granted access to the headquarters network to Ava. Now Kahal can get into the building to look for Adana. The screws are bringing insights around the company and its director, Richard Wadkins. And yet I get the feeling that he's still going to escape somehow. Actually, no. No, we're going to get to kill him because this game is not written properly. It's not easy to take down a subsidiary of Pentex, and this game is really vastly oversimplifying the amount of power that Pentex has.
Have you found Watkins yet?
I don't have eyes on him, but I'm sure he's upstairs. Go.
Okay. Sound the obligatory. There we go. There's some spirits. 4, 5. Yeah, I see 5 spirits. Okay. Okay. Can't go in there yet. Spirit, spirit, spirit. A spirit right up here, apparently. It's right there in front of me. Oh, that actually gave me a full spirit point. Okay. Might as well grab that then. Okay, so there's that spirit over there still, which is now out of my detection range. There's more up there. There's now a total of 5 up there, I can see. Okay. So we've got at least 6 more spirits. At least. This elevator really is missing the...
Kill anyone trying to enter the HQ. We'll have the outposts back under our control soon enough. It's only a matter of time.
No elevator music. I'm sad.
To your posts.
The signal is coming from an office upstairs. Find a way to reach it.
Okay, so there's a spirit right behind the elevator. There's 2 spirits in there. 3 actually. There's a 4th spirit up there. Okay. Can't get into that room yet, sadly. Or I might be able to, because... Wrong button. Ah, yes. The true power of a werewolf. Flashlight eyes. Flashlight, not fleshlight. Yeah, that's the spirit. That's a lot of bastards. Okay, that's a real lot of them. Although it does appear to be just humans and Fomori, none of the absolute big chunky bastards that I hate dealing with. Wolfie camouflage active. Woof woof woof. Wait for that guy to get out of earshot and then take down. So it's getting very expected. I honestly thought I would have been detected by now and have a fight on my hands. Okay. So I'm fairly confident. Well, there's a spirit in the middle there. Oh no, there isn't. Okay. Spirits are just there on the outside. In fact, I can see one of them now. Give me the opportunity to enrage at any time I want to. Okay, so one spirit's on the other side of that door. So where's the other one? It says it should be right around here. Oh, in fact, there it is. That's sneakily hiding in the... Hey? Must be on the other side then. Yeah, I see you looking at my direction, trying to see if I'm here. But you can't see me. I'm a red wolf now. So apparently that means I'm now hard to see and camouflaged.
Fuck! It's locked.
There's a terminal close by. I'll get you through somehow.
What a sudden reaction. Almost gave me a jump scare. He just came out of it and he just went, fuck! Okay, Kahal. Even that gate's done. Oh, good. Am I going back downstairs? Oh no, I'm going through. It's really confusing as to where these spirits are, because they're not. It's not being too intuitive with the level design. Someone's blue screened. Ah.
You're going to have to take the long route. That's all I can do from here.
Good enough.
Good enough. Oh, well, there's one of the spirits. Yeah, that's the thing. I am guessing this is pretty much an unavoidable fight. Dude's here just smoking. Although that does seem to be the main entrance.
What's happening? Bill, is that you?
What's happening, Bill? Is that you? Yes, I too know someone who sounds and looks like a wolf and makes neck snapping sounds called Bill. Jesus! That's just a bit on the overwhelming side. Would help if I could actually also see what's going on, which I really can't. And I'm about to die as well. Yep. Ugh. Gotta love it when the difficulty of a game is essentially overwhelm you. That's because, you know, the combat in this, while deeply satisfying, is actually starting to get boring now. I'm pretty sure I said that last time I streamed this. The boring in this is getting combat. The combat in this is getting boring. The Krynos is the only good werewolf. Yeah, I do agree with that. It's the only good werewolf that I've actually seen in this. Well, not just in this, in most games and media, the werewolf in this, the Krynos one, was actually done really well. Seraphine, hello and welcome. Bouncy wolf. I'm really curious as to why it says there's a spirit here, or around about here. Yes, it's not. I swear I'm not going mad. I could have sworn. There's a spirit somewhere here. In that plant box. There's one there. Oh, I can't get through there. So yeah, it really does look like my only way through this is combat. So I'm not so sure I can get over to there without being seen, because there's this sniper dickhead who's looking over there. There's that guy at the back who's looking at the sniper dickhead and my path over there. There's all this bullshit to contend with here. And there's that guy patrolling around. It's just amusing. It's just amusing just how bad this is. You know what? Screw it. There's the thumbnail potential. I mean, I know his peripheral vision is bad, because peripheral vision in this for the AI is just bad anyway. Let's try it. Holy crap, that actually worked! Oh, the other guy's seeing it.
Whoa. I need more men.
Oh well. That's the turret. It's the turret that's mashing it. Jesus Christ, what are you supposed to do here? I think I might know. I think I have an idea. Because stealth killing that guy from earlier, at the beginning of that, seemed to go unnoticed. So if I do that, then immediately go back to where I was, take out the observing sniper dickhead, should work. Game? That was a bit worrying. Definitely not going to do it while that other patrolling guy is over here and looking. Because he will no doubt see me if I do the takedown. It's weird texture on the wall. It's weird texture overall in this game. Thanks this game for nearly messing that up for me.
Send more men and make sure they're ready to fight.
Well, that's been compromised.
Let's make a rug out of it. Who the fuck are you?
Oh well. There we go. That seems a little bit on the unfair side, to be honest. A flamethrower using enemy in an environment like this. You see, where's the other guy? Just friends him. There we go. Great camera work. Really great camera work. It's almost the level of Dark Souls camera, that. Well, I got through that at least. Yes, and I am confused as to where that spirit is. Therapy? No problem at all, Seraphine. Thanks for coming in as long as you did, and see you later. Have yourself a productive session in therapy.
Found her. She's with Watkins. He's got her locked up in some sort of glass chamber. They're taking her upstairs. Hurry up, Cahal.
I will take as long as I fucking want, because this game is not timed as much as it wants me to believe it is. That's what I'll try to. That's all you can hope for sometimes. Of course, sounds on the floor. Yeah, the sound design in this is fairly decent, as is the music of using the heavy metal. Do approve. But also, my good god, the game's just terrible. It just really is terrible. I've also never found out the reason for having the silver ammunition just laid on the floor. It doesn't actually seem to achieve anything. Like, it doesn't create a combat disadvantage or obstacle. It's not something I can destroy. It's just there. They can reload if they live long enough. They don't run out though. That's the thing. If they've got a silver weapon, they don't run out of ammo, which is kind of stupid, but also kind of a good thing. But I think it's probably that they intended there to be something you can do with it, and they just forgot to actually code it in, which would make a lot of sense with this game and these developers.
Any news on Watkins?
He called the helicopter. He's just waiting for it to arrive. I think you can reach him.
I don't think I can. First aid kit. Whiskey right next to it. Modern first aid kit. Whiskey next to it. Sure, game. Sure. Well, that's a stealth area, apparently. That doesn't look right. That does not look appealing at all. It makes me think I've missed those spirits, but I'm really sure I have not. Okay, so that's locked.
Target in sight. Fire at will.
I'll fall down. keeps giving me these bolts, and it's like, yeah, it's not really. Really? That has always been, that has always been a symbol of, that's a spirit. This one time, no, that's not a spirit. The fuck? They really just gave up developing this like halfway through, didn't they? They really did.
The president will be taking off shortly. His chopper arrives in just a few minutes. As soon as he's gone, we'll shift our security down a level. Until then, we remain on maximum alert. Now, get to your posts.
So, you know, now get to your post. That guy just says, yeah, fuck you, Dave. I hope you enjoy your new post in the afterlife. Bad guys fell down the hole. That is them holy divers then. Sarah, hello and welcome. Controller D, yes. I researched it after the Sekiro stream, and hey, what do you know? It's actually really easy to implement.
Everyone on me.
Oh, they saw a dead body. Oh shit!
Looks like we've got backup needed.
No, no, no! Come on! I was pushing forwards towards them. You also, there we go. What was that little spin thing that did? What is up with this movement? Speaking of movement, that guy's the exosuit's broken. It's in the floor. That's not how anything is supposed to be. He's a lot less intimidating when he can't actually move properly. Once again, that was meant to hurt me, but during that transition into, oh, I can't be hurt mode, it just does nothing. Yeah, once again, this I don't know, just didn't do anything. I mean, the presence of it didn't even mean that these turrets have started firing silver bullets. Which, you know, that I would have understood and accepted. Even though I don't see why destroying the boxes far away across the other side of the room would have stopped turrets from firing silver bullets, but it would make more. It would still make more sense than this game actually does.
They're moving her.
Ava! Shit!
Oh, Kahal, now you have to go in blind. Oh, you know what happened last time you did that? Oh, you killed people. Friendlies, I should say. Probably giving this game more thought than it's due, yeah. I mean, this game's logic is, I've ducked down slightly, I'm now glowing red, so I'm camouflaged. Don't need that. No, there's a lot of first aid stuff here. But no whiskey this time. Oh no, there's the whiskey. Yes, I'm very certain that's what every doctor's desk actually looks like. Yes, very, very, yeah. Expecting too much of this game again, I really am. The best things about this game is the music, some of the combat until it gets boring, and the werewolf and wolf forms. Wait till I get close. Okay. Go make death alert when you're a doctor. See, I thought you were just going to, you know, randomly do it. It's like, hey, look, this is my colleague's desk. And just, you know, put some pill bottles down there, a couple of first aid boxes, a pad of paper, a used coffee cup, and just a random syringe. Yeah, that's definitely a doctor's desk now.
There's a promotion in it for the man.
Ooh, frames are going a bit.
This place is
I love that Fomori guy's still got his sunglasses on. Oh, it's a must bluff. Come on, dude, I know you're going to come up and turn into Fomori. Let's dance. Oh! That green explosion thing actually damages himself. A promotion for the one who brings me his head. Buddy, I fought through tougher groups of enemies than that. In this level? What the fuck gave you the confidence you were going to be able to beat me? Three spirit points to spend now. Excuse me. There's one still down there. There's one over there somehow. There's one over there. Pokey, hello and welcome with the age-old wisdom. Give head, receive cash. Oh look, I'm on the other side of this now. Which means I'm probably going to have to exit through this. Because I'm going to have to talk to Anawa, is it? Leader of the Red Talons, who's gone fucking cowardly.
I can smell her.
Good God, that line out of context really isn't good. Kill the werewolf, get health insurance. Now there's an incentive. Free health insurance for the first person who kills that werewolf. Really? Well, I'm gonna be fucking dead either way, so why not? You either die a hero or you live long enough to get some health insurance at the end of it. Just random bottle of whiskey. I love the fact that it's clearly the bottle he's just picked up and he just puts it right back in his vest. And he's shown no signs of getting rid of the empty bottle, so literally he's just walking around. That's probably why he can't stealth well in that form. There's all the bottles just clanking around in his waistcoat. Damn it, Carl. One way to eat Kipper. Well, I'm going to have to pause the game so I can go and retrieve Kipper, but I'm also going to take a bathroom break, so I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. Right. Kipper, this game's design is all because of you. So for that, fuck off. Yeet! Thank you for the hydrations to Pokey, DJ and Sarah. Bathroom breaks are important. I'm not going to go and break a bathroom. Kahal might, you know, have one of those really, really ridiculously angry shits and just break the entire place by going werewolf form. Doesn't want to recycle, doesn't want to be a littlebug. If he doesn't want to recycle, that's going against Gaia. Jeez. God, Kahal, you call yourself a warrior of Gaia, you won't even fucking recycle. Oh, Jesus, Kahal. And he's just waiting for me. Werewolf poop everywhere.
My daughter. Where is she?
Impressive work. I
William
really think you'd
Thorne.
make it this far.
Look at it! What the fuck happened to his face when they rendered him? What the actual fuck is that? What the ever-loving dick fuckery? He's an alien pretending to be human. He's not pretending very well.
And who the fuck are you?
William Thorne, Endron's vice president. And I've heard oh so much about you, Kyle.
I'm not doing a good job, it's really
You and
not.
your fascinating daughter.
The thin men in XCOM make better humans than that.
Breathing. You'll find her at the
My
helipad
Earth
with
Chan is just a
President
modern
Watkins.
interpretation of the Titan Gaia.
Assuming you hurry. They'll be taking
You're not
notes.
wrong. And also because, you know, because of the internet, big titty.
What do you want with her anyway?
Frankly speaking, she's a chance for us to recoup our losses. Something we desperately need after all the trouble you and your friends have caused us. Adana's extraordinary nature will allow us to transform this collateral damage into lucrative scientific advancements.
Extraordinary
You
nature.
fucking hurt her.
Now, do control yourself. The elevator to the helipad is just nearby, and I've ensured that it is active.
Why help?
President's orders. He's prepared a little surprise for you.
I don't have time to waste on killing you. But if our paths ever cross again...
I doubt they will, but who knows what the future holds.
And all these researchers around me are actually Fomori. Of course they are! So it wouldn't just be a simple thing of killing him, no, it would be killing him and all the Fomori cronies. Wedgren, hello and welcome. And he is a nice looking one. Yeah, apart from his face. I'm camouflaged. Kill him anyway. I mean, I can. I still can. I can enrage and kill him. Because, like, you know, those guys, well, at least this one here, clearly looks like a civilian, though, doesn't he? Nope, Fomori. They're all fucking Fomori here. Apart from him. Apart from the Vice President. Leaves. Are those leaves off of me after I just walked through there? Okay, that's actually kind of a good touch if it is. Oh, there's also going to be reinforcement. Ah, no, I can't be arsed. I really can't be arsed. That's getting boring combat-wise now. It's too repetitive. It's nice and brutal and visceral and all that.
Ava! Watkins is at the helipad. He's
Oh,
trying
look.
to escape. I'm heading up there.
Time to make like a tree and leaf. You gotta branch out with your puns. It's the only way to get to the root of the problem. Wiggren, thank you very much for your contribution to the Art Stream Challenge. Those are two different spirits. Oh, okay. Take a bow. My lord. Not with that attitude. Have to spend them somehow. Yeah.
There you are. You must be Kahal. It's time for you to pay for what you've done to this company. Your daughter's hate and fears will make a perfect host for Banes.
What the fuck was that animation?
As for your friends. Well, I've got a score to settle with them too. It's high time they understood. Nobody attacks Endron. Nobody.
That looks like it was...
Earthblood.
No! I'm gonna kill you, you motherfucker!
That really looks like it was coded and animated for a foreign language, and then they didn't localize it. Oh, and now a black spiral dancer. I guess I'll be right inside. That's what I imagine visiting Apple headquarters like. So not as colourful. A red talon. Why am I fighting a red talon? Game, will you please explain to me why I am now fighting a red talon? And why he is imbued with silver claws? Unless it's not Silver Claws, and that's just trying to show, you know, he's doing aggravated damage because claws. Which, you know, I would really like it if I could do that to him as well, which I can't. Oh yeah, he's worm corrupted. It says red talon, but I can see on his body, on his left arm, he's worm corrupted. Not sure if he's a black spiral dancer, but he is definitely worm corrupted. Which just gives credence to my theory that the experiments done on Anawa. Ouch. By Endron have turned her to the worm. Even if she didn't see it. Happening. Thought it was cool. Yeah. You know, they've just called this Red Talon. You know, just Red Talon. But it's still a bit too chunky for a boss to just be called Red Talon. What do you want to bet this is Anawa? His level of rage when someone says to me, man, we stopped serving breakfast at 10:30. Ah, yes, the Karen rage. I think we're moving forward. Ow. This has got to be, you know, one of the two coolest fights in the game, though, if I'm all honest to see. The other one being, you know, the Black Spiral Dancer fight right at the beginning, because this is kind of accurately showing how two werewolves do fight in Werewolf the Apocalypse. It's kind of brutal. It's kind of, you know, throwing blood everywhere, and yeah, you gotta be really kind of crafty if you want to not die. Well, all I can say about this so far is I'm really glad this fucker isn't healing. He is now starting to spam his attacks a bit, though. Execute. Oh, really? Just the exact same one as how you kill the Black Spiral Dancer? Really, game?
Paul, can you hear me? What's going on? It looks like the apocalypse here.
Watkins has released his gas across the whole region.
Yeah, that guy's worm corrupted.
What about Adana?
The son of a bitch just took her away in his helicopter. I got held up by one of the
I was expecting a stage 2. Nah, that was way too chunky for a two-stage boss fight.
But right now, Adana's all that matters. We've got to find out where they're taking her.
Watkins Terminal. Connect me.
God of War from 2008 had better kills. God of War from 2008 was a lot better with its gruesomeness in, you know, in most respects. God of War 2018 is nothing compared to it. It looks like Werewolf the Apocalypse, in fact. Yeah. Read the laptop from the back. Watkins, your devotion to our cause will be felt in the coming weeks. You will soon feel Endron spread to all soldiers. Discipline and effectiveness for men will be improved by it. Will distribute the equipment and the strains to your teams. Worm will become. You will soon feel its call.
Watkins is a servant of the worm. There's no doubt now.
But there was doubt before. He's the CEO of a Pentex subsidiary. Of course he's a fucking servant of the worm, you dickhead. Jesus Christ. Chris is kind of chill since the whole forced to murder his family and telling where their ashes thing. Yeah, but there is like one really ridiculously gruesome kill in God of War 2018, and that really disappoints me. You know, I don't know, it's just a massive supreme lack of gore, and it just doesn't feel like God of War as much. You assume 2018 God of War has less brutal kills by design. I really hope that Ragnarok is going to change that. God of War 2, crush a man's head in his book, another man's head in the door he's guarding. Yep. Watkins, your observations, Werewolf and you, Black Spiral Dancer, certain interest. Your theories on, seem promising. You have official authorization to begin your research. We appoint you as director of Endron, with immediate effect. Will be given to you on site. A meeting will be arranged as soon as possible to supply the required information.
This is from 5 years ago.
Kind of reminds me of that Stephen King short story that's that cult that worships an eldritch abomination called the Worm. Might take an inspiration, or one of the two. One took inspiration from the other, because I can't remember how old that story would have been versus how old Werewolf the Apocalypse is. Read. Wait for my orders on the Red Talons. Their pack leader has accepted our offer. There you go. Told ya. Stephen Kong is discount Stephen King. Division 2 thinks their experiments on the subject have had long-term effects. They may join the camp of the worm. Otherwise, we'll strike them once they've finished with its Kahal and the land of mankind. It is vital we allow them free reign at present. President Watkins. Knew it.
Oh, no,
Called it. Can you imagine how brutally Kratos is going to kill Odin, though Odin's almost as much of an ass as Zeus was? That is if we actually get to face Odin in Ragnarok.
It's up to you now.
It's gonna take me some time.
Because as far as I recall, in God of War, one of the massive entities that we do not get any experience with in the entirety of it is Fenrir. So it's going to be interesting to see how Fenrir plays into it. Jerusalem's Lot is the short story by Stephen King, first published in King's 1978 collection Night Shift. So that's old. Okay, let's have a look at how old this is. Don't want to fight Fenrir though. No, nor do I. However, Fenrir is destined to kill Odin. So I would assume that if you're going to be fighting Odin, then you employ the essence of Fenrir to do so. Werewolf the Apocalypse, first publication. Jesus Christ, the first edition is going for £150 on eBay. Jesus. First date published 1992. It is quite possible then the Werewolf the Apocalypse got themes from that short story. Typically Kratos gets essence through killing the original thing. Typically, yeah. Dante had turn Fenrir into a weapon and kill Odin with it. Yeah, that's the other possibility. Or, you know, doing the whole thing of oh, good God, what's the game called? Too Human. Your weapons have the essence of Fenrir in them. I mean that Doom and Halo took inspiration from the Mist. Odd. Because I recall watching the Mist. I can't think of any themes in it really that fit in with Doom. Just hope we don't have to kill Yormi to get to fight and kill Thor. I really don't think we're going to have to fight Jormungandr because
steeped in the influence of the worm.
I found the reports on the Earthblood.
Because Jormungandr has been a friend to you throughout the entirety of 2018 God of War. Same plot device, opening a portal into another world, stuff invades. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, in that case then, yeah, I can... Yeah, I see the links. Dwarves bonk Fenrir, hair and Kratos' weapon. Yeah, see, that I would understand. Yeah, that I would definitely see, you know, we've released Fenrir from his bonds, but he's dead or something, so we take some of his essence, and then the dwarves, you know, sprinkle that on the Leviathan axe, and he goes, smack. There you go, Fenrir axe. We got Not Liking the Mist. I don't like most of Stephen King's stuff. I don't find it all that good horror for me personally. But then again, they also changed Fenrir away with Gleipnir at the cost of Tyr's hand, so it might be they had to release Fenrir while you're fighting Odin. Quite possibly, yes. I missed the better in the movie. The ending wasn't so depressing. Yeah, usually the book is better than the film. Usually that's the case. I have 6 available spirit points to spend. Let's just buy these. I need 5 more spirit points, then I've got every single skill in the game. And Fenrir's great. Definitely don't want them to be dead at all. Just chill for Kratos' house, assuming he just left. I mean, at the end of the first one, you know, Kratos' house is still standing. That can, you know, obviously change very dramatically, though. Okay, so the next spirit is in the next room over there. And this does not seem to have any form of stealthy way through. Actually, no, probably could stealth all the way back around there. Maybe. So the world's up and Thor are kind of angry at each other. Yeah, with Thor being the the teased antagonist of Ragnarok, it does make more sense that Jormungandr will help you against Thor. You know that Thor accidentally fishing and go. Also, high precise, isn't Fenrir a son of creation or Loki? If he is like a child, so I can feel we can get rid of canon here. I mean, so that's the thing with God of War. It takes heavy inspiration from the mythology and does remain canonical to a very large extent. So the canon does still matter. However, they do put spins on it and things that make it more interesting or make a slightly alternate universe. So, while yes, Fenrir and Jormungandr both, and also Hel, all 3 of them are children of Loki, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're not going to have any bearing on the canon. It doesn't mean also that it's going to be completely detached either. Poker made me think of Fenrir as a title of Irish wolf hand lazy about acting as Atreus' pillow. Yeah, I can see that. That's a boulder. Oh yeah, and Sleipnir as well. Demand mythology be real. Wait a second.
Or are well on their way. Allow me to congratulate you on the resounding success. You've all done very well.
In actual mythology, Baldur's like the most lovable guy ever. Yep. He's the most beloved of all the Aesir. Isn't Sleipnir's origin a doozy? Bit of one, yeah. Just so much about the actual Baldur. Actual Baldur is actually really nice. And, you know, he's the most beloved by all of humanity. And the Aesir as well. I'm not so sure this can be stealthed. Yeah, this definitely can't be stealthed through. Look, there's guards at the door I need to exit through. This cannot be stealthed. I can, however, rage in a way that any potential civilians stay well away from it. That reminds me of when Disney made Zeus a loving, caring father. Yeah, when the entirety of Greek mythology can be put down to Zeus going, I'm going to put my dick in it. It's basically easy, a god of good. Yeah, him and Tyr. Baldur and Toya are probably the biggest examples of how the Norse gods could have been good. As in, you know, good alignment sort of thing. Made Hercules the son of Hera. Yep. Love James Woods as Hades. Yeah, he does a really, really fantastic job as the voice of Hades in that. That story was because he wasn't the son of Hera. Yep. But you know, Disney messes around with mythology for the whole point of making a nicer story from themselves. God of War changes little bits of mythology in order to tell a better story or tell it from a different perspective. Also, Zeus and Hera had a happy marriage.
Just a few minutes, we'll begin receiving data from the on-site sensors. I want hourly analysis from each division. The first test will serve as a benchmark.
Love the whole, and you are wearing his merchandise!
How it will work on a larger scale.
Danny DeVito and that was just absolutely amazing as well. Yep. The original, what are those? Oh, what? Thirsty? Wow. That just made it look good as my shadow executing him, not actually me. People really like Hades, tends to be the most charismatic god in the Greek mythology adapted and such. Yeah. Although, to be fair, in the game Hades, they actually got him a fairly good mix of, you know, Greek god and actually kind of likeable as well. So to mention Hades wasn't necessarily a good guy at all. I mean, just look at Persephone, but he isn't half as bad as everyone ever treats him. Yeah, because everyone always equates, you know, you're the god of the underworld, the god of the dead. Ah, you must be evil. It's like, no? No?
I've got it. They've taken her to one of their offshore black sites.
The god of war Hades is certainly something, yeah. Ragefield's screen followed by Death shaking explosion. Yep. That's what Hades is too. Compare what Hades ever did versus his siblings, only Hestia is really good amongst them. Yeah, true. His job is literally to take care of the deceased. Yeah. You know, make sure they get to the right part of the underworld they're supposed to go to. It's like, I'm sorry, where's the inherent evil in that? Do you not want your loved ones to go to the afterlife that you want them for them? No? Hades isn't the god of death, that's Thanatos. He literally has the worst god in the underworld contained. I thought Thanatos was the god of death, not the god of the dead. Yeah, Hades is the god of the dead, but Thanatos is the god of death. What's about Than here? No, we're not. We are talking about Hades. Okay, have I missed one then? Have I actually gone and missed a fucking spirit? I swear, if I've actually missed that spirit because I couldn't find it, I'm going to be really annoyed. Poseidon was the one who really dug being a jerk for no reason or petty reasons. Yeah, and then they came into the game of Hades. The depiction of him is just some guy who literally converses solely in dad jokes. Then we have Charon. So I mean, Hades isn't even the one killing them, making death a thing. He's a fucking bureaucrat. Yeah, he's not the one who's supposed to be. He's not the evil one here. Even to be fair, Thanatos isn't actually an evil person. Thanatos is literally just making sure that the dead, people die, because it's a cycle of life. People have to die for new life to happen. Charon was such a showboat. Oh my god, Sarah! What Poseidon did in some stories to Medusa. Thanatos is the personification of death. Yeah, and death is a natural part of life, so it's not necessarily evil or anything. Why the fuck do I have messages? Why the fuck is there 4 notifications on Discord for me? I'm gonna check on my phone because I've realised that opening Discord fucks with the stream quality slightly. Oh, okay. One's an announcement in Scoo's stream, and then there's messages in there. There's 3 private messages. Okie dokie. Thoughts on the series when the thing am I forgetting a bit? I mean, in fairness, it can happen any way around. He's an assassin smite. Thanatos is a pretty awesome character to play. Is Thanatos a primordial being, or is that Silent Nyx? I think that's Nyx, because she's the daughter of Chaos, and Chaos is one of the a primordial being that predates Titans, I believe, as well.
Could she have really given into the worm? I have to be sure.
In one version, Poseidon did a nasty to Prothesis of Athena, so Athena turned into a Gorgon. Jesus Christ. Signing in nasty and if something she's not putting. Oh right, yeah. Chaos is the primordial, right? Yep. Yeah, my knowledge on Greek mythology is slightly somewhat reduced. So I should have another side quest. Oh dear. Alright. And all the Land of Mankind people are now Fomori. Who didn't see this coming? No worries at all. So if silent thing doesn't mean the whole Medusa are going through this trial again. Yeah. But Greek mythology, not exactly filled with the most wholesome of characters.
I did what had to be done.
I think Erebus is Nyx's brother? That's quite possible, actually. Okay, so are there any other spirits around here? Because I get the feeling that I'm just going back to Onawa and the Red Talons to go and beat the shit out of Onawa. I hope I get to beat the shit out of Onawa. I've been wanting that for fucking ages. Eros was the brother of Gaia, Tartarus, Eros, and Nyx. So yeah. I mean, 3 of the goddesses willing to throw 2 nations into war over a piece of fruit planted by a troll goddess. Yeah. Literal trolling. Even Greek mythology had trolling in it. Love they all immediately know where I am. Really, game? I was going forwards. So on that note, hey, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but I love the fact they included a right group and number of opportunities to join Origins to go at it random people. I hate Assassin's Creed Odyssey, just for everything in it. So it's going to the investor deciding about which of them would be a patron god of Capital 3. Slight mess. I was literally just walking away from me. Apparently, it's not a primary order being. Oh, fair enough. And what was the word about Discordia? Discordia! Fucking Discord. Well, you know, it was my better way of calling it. Dick Sword.
Cahal, I thought you should hear this from me.
What is it?
Dusk. The gas. He didn't make it.
No!
I'm sorry.
Dusk.
So many dead. And I'll make Watkins pay for every one.
In Rome, you get pinged 30 times a day. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think that was a thank God. I'm also very certain that they were trying to, you know, form some form of emotional reaction to Dusk dying, but Carl just goes, NO! Like, okay. You didn't really give us enough of a development arc for Dusk for us to give a shit about him, so, you know. And the fact that the Land of Mankind people just all are dead now. Oh, it's because of Red Town, so in proximity. Discord's latest needs to force an update to Discord that times out won't complete. Ah, so that makes sense. Who is Dusk? Dusk was a human or kinfolk, it was never actually said, but helped Cahal out a bunch of times. And like, seemed to be like, Cahal only had one friend, and that friend was Dusk. And now Dusk is dead. A 6-star AoE costume for Mark Knights! She's very good. That's amazing. If anything is in their position, added a hidden mechanic, make them count each body by interacting with it, and adding an extra hit to a brutal execution for each when you counted. But just because I enjoy gore kills. There's no such thing as gore kills in this. Even even the brutal executions don't really do much. Like, you know, lifting someone up and putting your hand through their sternum and then pulling out again, their body is still completely fine. It's like, you should have a cannonball-sized hole in you. But no.
She's no ordinary pack leader.
Yeah, we figured this one. Okay, so no side quests there. Okay, there's got to be one more side quest. I know there is. I know there is one more side quest available.
There's still much work to be done. Stay vigilant, lest the worm overwhelm you.
Well,
fight one of your wolves at Endron's HQ. I had Watkins until your wolf interfered. Why?
You still don't understand. Survival requires sacrifice. Endron is too powerful. The worm is too powerful. Fighting against them only.
Nobody likes me, everybody hates me. Guess I'll go eat worms. That is really, really, really apt. Now we're planning to kick her ass. Yep.
And you betrayed Gaia. You sold yourselves to the worm.
I've made no pact with the worm. But Endron is prepared to move off our territory and leave us in peace.
You've made a pact with the people who are controlled by the worm. You have sold yourself out to the worm.
So that Red Talon was following your orders.
Yes, but you survived, and that puts all of us in danger. Your death was a key part of the arrangement.
You've lost your mind. Patchworth never should have allowed this to happen unless the worms corrupted him too.
Now gets Lady Lozenge.
Your bond. I'm sorry, Ono. But
It's fine. I'll give her a lozenge via the shape of a claw. Boss fight. Yep, Patra has been corrupted by the worm. Oh! And what is happening to me now? It's not even a boss fight. Okay, so she had 2 wolves at her side, and now she only had 1. And she's got a fair bit of health though, at least. I bet so. So for being too good at living, I know, right? Random guy was 500 times. Random guy 500 stronger than the tribe leader. I mean, it happens. It actually does happen, because she's not an R-Rune. So, her basis has never been being the strongest. I'm sorry, now... I've got to fight fucking Pachua now! I see, right. Is he just reviving her? Yes, he is. He's reviving her and her companion. I'm sorry, what the fuck is that bullshit now? This is bullshit! Wow! This type boss can get so annoying. Yep. So I managed to Souls boss, I forget which one. What, with the random pillars of bullshit coming up? That would probably be the bed of chaos. Or Twin Princes where one revives the other. That's also a possibility, yeah. A combination of the Twin Princes and the Bed of Chaos. Oof. Bed of Chaos Flare. In bed with Twin Princes sounds chaotic. Ugh, God, no. So am I going to have to go through all that again, speaking wise? Yeah, I am.
Onawa, I have... So you didn't shoot that button.
Skip the chat. I know, right? Why not just, you know, put me right back at the beginning of the boss battle? Some of the wish I commit they time something did quicker faster. I know that feeling. What am I supposed to do against that attack then? He's got that level of tracking. God, this is going to be really annoying. Oh, look! Oh, look! Oh, this is going to be such bullshit to deal with. Isn't helping either. Oh, it's really not, no. What kind of camera bullshit is that now? They put absolutely no thought into this boss fight whatsoever. They really did not. Health, good luck with the bullshit. Take care. No problem at all, Sarah. Thanks for coming as long as you did. Have yourself a good day. just wanted to go down and get money. Yep. So I think video games are closer to art than commodity. If I treat it as commodity, so only indies anymore, we have the chance of having care put into it. Yep. Acknowledge my button press, you fucking stupid game. Jesus! Jesus, this camera. I'm about to die. Because of this fucking camera. And how bullshit everything about this is, for fuck's sake. So you shouldn't stand like no chance against an earth spirit, corrupt or not. Yeah, I should not stand any chance against a fucking totem spirit on my own. This game had put effort into them as there were no day one patches and so on. Yep. I nearly got that boss. I nearly got that down until it went bullshit then. I should have frenzied and just concentrated on her because that's what I did last time. I hate this. Can resort to the Kahal method. There's not much left of that whiskey. And of course, got to do the entire thing again, including the conversation. With guy dressing for money do feels slightly worn. Yeah, sounds good to me. to it. How the fuck? Seriously? That should have been a perfect dodge, and yet, no. Her hitting the ground did an impact thing which there's no hope of dodging out of. Don't know if anyone ever told the makers of this game, but when you do an unblockable attack, you're supposed to be able to dodge it. Oh, shut up, game. Oh, she's gone ragey now. I'll find friends with them. Let's just deal with her ad slow. hate attacks like that. Okay, something about that visual just made me chuckle. The fact that while she's doing that, she was completely vulnerable, so I could just actually go around behind her and smack her ass. There we go. Oh, I'm actually literally pulling the worm corruption out of Pachua. And killing it in the process, apparently.
Am I still your enemy, leader of the Red Talons?
Forgive me, Fianna warrior. I failed in my duty. I remained blind as Endron used me to corrupt our guardian spirit.
What will become of him now?
He was gravely tainted by the worm, but will regain his strength in time and be reborn from his ashes. You will forever have the Red Talon's gratitude.
Well, that worked.
How was the worm able to reach Pachua?
My blind pride. I thought I was strong enough to withstand the worm on my own. But, as always, it was Pachua protecting me through our bond.
That worked better than it would have in the universe.
Extent of the worm's corruption.
No.
And through this same bond, I allowed the corruption that infected.
Nah, that actually weird enough turned out exactly as it would have done in universe. It just shouldn't have been able to be done by one singular rune. Kahal is far more powerful than he should be. Far more powerful. But more like a vulture than a phoenix to me. Yeah.
Your pack has suffered heavy losses, but Endron's losses are heavier.
We shall finish what you have started. Our concerns must extend beyond our cairn.
Go on, I mean, shouldn't there have been like 8 cars there? 8. Even 8, I don't think even 8 would have been. But the thing is though, like, when you take on a spirit like that, you can't have it just be our runes. They will get minced. You need to have theurges. You need to have pretty much an entire fucking cairn. Well, are you gonna let me? Now I can talk to her. Help that I can.
Call. This gas. Only a Garu who has been touched by the worm and stood strong could withstand it. But I am too weak for that now.
Yeah, after I went and beat the shit out of you.
And I will send my Garu to destroy what remains of Endron on these lands. I beg of you, help me stop this abomination.
This, as far as I am aware, is the final side quest. So let's go and do this. Unfortunately, this run is not going to get me platinum because there's glitched achievements in the way.
Understood.
Bark at the wolf. At the very least, unlike the shrine honouring side quest I had to do last time, it's giving me objective markers. I'm fairly certain stop the flow of gas is basically going to be beat the shit out of enemies in the area. Because what else is this game going to be? One's right here. Yeah. Push button, close valves. Yeah. Beat the shit out of enemies. Push button, close valves. That's it. Stop global warming and worm takeover by reducing the human population in this general area by 100%. See though, that doesn't work either. Because just killing all the humans, that just invites more presence of the worm. Because the worm, its natural force before it became mad was death and decay. It destroyed things and killed and made sure things died so that new life could be born. Health kind of vanished there for a moment. It really did. Really did. And that exploded in my face again as I was going back to human.
This should stop the gas from spreading.
That's the second valve. It's got no rhyme or reason as to which order these valves are placed in. It really does not. So the worm is Nurgle. In a way, disease is not so much the way of the worm, it's actual death and decay. Like, the worm is the force of old things and people dying so that there can be new life in its place. It's part of the natural cycle. You've got the wild, which is birth and renewal. You've got the weaver, which is progress, and you have the worm, which is death and decay. Doesn't mean his favourite place is a crematorium. That's when they're both there. Decay breeds disease, though. Not in all cases. Because, you know, people die, they decay. It's how decomposition works. It's how,
What's happening to me?
It's how the world is. Yes, if you get exposed to it, then yes, you can get diseases from it. But even then, that's microorganisms and microbes that cause disease by just being what they are. Despite the one by the move north as that isn't a Big Mac. See, in the way it's supposed to be, You don't want to fight the worm. Werewolf the Apocalypse basically takes the premise that the worm has gone mad and gone out of the natural order of things. The natural order of things should be all three of them working in harmony together to keep the cycle of life going properly. What does not happen, though, is, well, exactly that. That's fancy. Maybe don't try and do a voice line while still in combat mode, game. Tends not to work all that well if you try that. What if I spite all of them though, become a mortal drink preservative and become a conservative anti-froze dictator? Well then you just die. Oh, let's die again. Yep. Calling fans of my PC are making really weird noises. What? What? You fucking stupid piece of shit fucking game! I've got to do that boss battle all over again! What the fuck?! There was no checkpoints after doing a boss battle. What the fuck game? What the fuck kind of shitty ass system is that? Imagine you had to find it, you had to restart everything. Ugh. Feels to drop right here, so quit this game. Oh, I'm gonna go and fight the boss again.
Oh no.
You...
So here you so that
You know what? Something I will do though to just get past this easier. Because there are no trophies attached to the difficulty. I'm going to put this on easy mode. I'm going to get through this boss battle like a fucking breeze. And then we're going to continue. Because fuck that shit. Is this like the dev's very first attempt at the game? Indie devs made really big? Nope. This is not. Jesus Christ, look at that. In one section, I've already taken Pachua down to half health. The difference between this game on easy and hard is astounding. I have nearly beaten the boss already. I wish I could say I'm surprised. Actually, I am surprised. I am surprised that this game has gotten this easy on easy mode. I mean, in fairness, this is essentially what games promote as their story mode difficulty. Why would you want a story mode? The story mode sucks, I know, right? Scoo, hello and welcome! You missed my mild rage at the worst thing in this game so far. This boss battle that I've just beaten, I have just had an absolute arse of a time beating it on hard difficulty. I then got into a fight after this, only to find I had to do the boss battle again because it didn't save a checkpoint after defeating the boss. I was like, what? Game what? There was no checkpoint after the boss battle. Which is so stupid because after you do the boss battle, there's then a side mission you can do. And there's no saving at all in that because I also did one of the objectives of the side quest. And nothing saved. So, the fuck game? What the fuck?
To corrupt our guardian spirit.
What will become of him now?
He was gravely tainted by the worm, but will regain his strength and be reborn from his ashes.
I am so glad that I made the decision to put this as Masochism Monday game, because it really is a Masochism Monday game.
How was the worm able to reach Pachua?
My blind pride.
You love this game.
You
love this game mostly because like you can turn into a wolf and go bork, bork, bork.
But, as always, it was Pachua protecting me through our bond. He suffered the full extent of the worm's corruption. And through this same bond, I allowed the corruption that infected Pachua to cloud my mind. His rage became my own.
Your pack has suffered heavy losses.
Yeah, so I can turn into an animal high on my list. Yeah, or where you just play as an animal anyway, especially if it's a fox. Especially if it's a fox.
Our concerns must extend beyond our cairn. Leave without worry, Call. We shall purify this territory.
Maybe we'll meet again someday.
You will be welcome if you ever come this way again.
Thank you for the hydration, Rhinotaurian.
Time to meet up with Ava.
Even once we went to another tab where he handled the boss again. The boss was laughably easy on easy mode. I'm gonna see. Does me leaving the cairn? Me leaving the cairn does not trigger a checkpoint. However,
Go home. We've got the survivors to a safe place. As soon as you're ready, return to the base and contact Declan. He'll come and get you.
Understood.
still no checkpoint. Still no checkpoint for that. Why, game? Why would you not immediately have a checkpoint right after a boss battle? What is the sense? You know what? I'm keeping it on easy because there is no point in this game being on hard mode because there's no trophies associated with it and it just makes things annoying. I need to fight the boss as many times as possible, pretty much.
I'm too weak for that now.
Meh. Do a heckin' running bork. Yes, this is exactly how sitting on a branch works. This is... Yes. Yes, game. Yes. And we're going to redeem the Kipsutus. Give me 2 seconds so I can go and receive Kippus. I also realised I nearly said redeem Kipper. So I was like, there's no redeeming Kipper. You're unredeemable. You will ever be a little shit, and I absolutely detest the very sight of you at times. So you know what? Get out of my sight. Get out of my sight. Fuck off. Yeet! He landed on my bed and now he's giving me side eye. Good leg strength. Yeah, I'm planking. Poppy, hello and welcome. I've got to affirm Kipper now. You bounce really beautifully. Oh yeah. It's fine. It's all part of Werewolf Pilates. Planking. I'm sorry. Did anyone just see that? Like for a frame that half of me clipped through this rock. What the fuck? I'm sorry, was the Q18 non-existent on this game? You joined as soon as Malk shit talk Kipper. That's good, you missed out on my rage. How's your day? Could be a lot better. I could be not playing this. I don't think Devs didn't expect anyone to make it this far, no. Devs didn't expect anyone to be as persistent as me. I know it says no spoilers, but there's werewolves in this game. Holy shit. God damn, Torian, you gotta warn us before you drop a spoiler like that. Fucking hell.
This should stop the gas from spreading.
Look, your house did not vanish this time. I know, right? It's ridiculous the massive difference between easy and hard difficulty on this. Sorry, Jesus. Sorry, just spoiled the entirety of the game now. God, what has someone been watching who doesn't know anything about Werewolf the Apocalypse? They'd think there weren't any werewolves in it. Now they know. Damn, Torian. God, uncool. Uncool. So this game is being bad at the moment. Oh, it's... I expect it to be bad. It's Masochism Monday. It's just... It's taking a whole new shade of bad is what's going on right now. What a lovely camera angle that was. Now in fairness, the game has had some good points. The combat before it got boring, for example. Like the combat before it got boring, the music, the sound design, you know, these are all positive and good things about the game. It's just the pity that the rest of it is goddamn awful. Start a new trend, tier list all your Masochism Monday games. Oh my good god. At the very least, I could list them, you know, like, games that are good but could have been better, and games that are just outright awful. This game would be outright awful. Oh no. At the end of each new game, add to the list.
That stopped the gas.
Oh god. I could actually. I actually could. Because Control would have to be right at the bottom of the list because my good god, that game sucked. I would still rather play this than Control. I much would rather. Really? I can't... I can't sneak through the vents now because I've gotten past a certain point in the storyline. Secret idea. I think our definitions of good may differ slightly. You're about to die is what's going to happen. Game, you know what? When I click in the right stick, you know what that actually means, game? It means you're meant to lock on the camera to the enemy I'm looking at. Oh, it actually does. I'm surprised. Calamity actually completely surprised that see it. Replay this game on hard mode with no checkpoints, or play Fallout 76 the level cap from level 1. I would actually much rather play Fallout 76. If those were my only two options, I would do the Fallout 76 one. Because the only thing about Fallout 76 that's really turned me away from it, well, apart from it's a Bethesda-made piece of shit, is that it was boring. It was so boring. I just can't. I just cannot. Since you spend Kamikaze me to do further control, I do not blame you at all. Spend music group. Says slightly made me less hungry. Yeah, the Fomorian worm creature stuff does kind of do that. Was control good idea gone really badly? Yeah, pretty much. The really good idea of control lasts for about 5-10 minutes of the beginning, and then it just descends into a third-person action shooter. It's literally all it does, with superpowers. And then you get like one sequence near the end, which is, you know, more in keeping with what Control was promised to be. And then it just, meh. So inferior Watch Dogs. Yeah, kind of. And with worse writing than Watch Dogs as well. And also I could actually slightly, somewhat, bring myself to Platinum Control. I don't know what the fuck possessed me to do that, but I did it. I did it. People watch. Why can't I jump over this now? What the fuck? Why couldn't I jump over onto that bit? What the fuck? Why couldn't I just run off that? This game's boundaries are now getting weird. Fuck. I still own Watch Dogs 2. It's just after the fiasco that was Watch Dogs 1. I really don't want to play Watch Dogs 2. It's okay, I'll stop the burn. As far as I'm concerned, both are bad. Watch Dogs and Control. I kind of like the first one, but the sequel killed it. Watch Dogs, from what I've seen, was better. It really was not. Watch Dogs 1 was essentially what if Grand Theft Auto had hacking and ignored the hacking for most of the game. it was a driving game. It basically, Watch Dogs was almost entirely a driving game. Yogi loved Watch Dogs. Never played the second. So what's next on Masochism Monday?
This gas is an abomination.
See, I don't know. Part of me wants to leave it up to a vote when I'm done with this. And part of me just wants to say, you know what, screw it. I'm playing Cyberpunk. Watch Dogs 2, Sue says. No idea where that car just came from. No idea. Well, not just came from. No idea where that car came from, because I'm fairly certain there wasn't a car there before. Or anywhere near it. And of course, because dogs were mentioned, thank you very much, Scoo, for the 2 dog bits. Very much appreciated. Do Cyberpunk if I want to. I am tempted. I am very tempted by Cyberpunk, because, you know, let's just very quickly check what else is on the queue for Masochism Monday. We've got Deus Ex Mankind Divided, Greedfall, The Surge, The Technomancer, Cyberpunk, Lords of the Fallen, Thief, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Out of all of those, Cyberpunk is probably the only one I'm even close to looking forward to. Also, have I tried the game as I got recently? I have not. I've installed it, I haven't had a chance to play it though yet.
The gas spreads no longer.
Thief.
It's
not the original Thief, Scoo. It's the recent awful remake of Thief.
Endron's laboratories and destroy whatever.
Next to Masochism Monday, anything really. Recently tried the Evil Within, but the game nearly made me puke. Camera wobble made me feel so nauseous I ought to have doubt. Warrior of Gaia! That's all the side quests. Every single side quest has now been done in the game. So, I actually played The Evil Within on stream. Way back. Like, I think it was actually before I became an affiliate. I used to do, like, Spooky Sundays. And Spooky Sundays was basically the Sunday game. Rather than it being the team game of Team Bondage, it was spooky games, and scary games, and horror games. And one of the first ones I did, I think, was a showcase of 3 horror games I owned. Uncanny Valley, Claire, and The Evil Within. I tried to do an hour for each of them. The only one that I actually was able to do an hour of, you know, fully, was Claire. Uncanny Valley was weird and nonsensical. Well, it wasn't nonsensical, it ended very quickly, and then I just like, I don't really want to do this because the combat in it's awful. Claire was really good, and The Evil Within was just like, this is just them wanting to try and be Resident Evil, but failing in every single way, and it wasn't even creepy. Should put Lichtenstein Battle Mage on there. I don't even own that. I don't think I even want to. I hope you enjoy it. Oh, I will. Everything about the game screams that I will enjoy it. It's made by one of my favourite action game makers, Platinum Games. It's going to be absolutely silly, which I also love. But yeah, I have also played the demo of it back on Xbox 360. I just never got around to actually buying it. It was either too expensive or there's something else I wanted at the time. There's a copy of Sonic Forces. That's an awful game. Is that the one where you make your own character in it and it's just weird? Because in all fairness, I have not seen a single good recent Sonic game. Sonic Adventure was the last one I played that was any good. We're going the Massacres. I'm playing the original Thief. Will be getting it to work and deal with the old graphics. You say that, but if it's on GOG, I can do it. You never even got to the story. I was so nauseous over the whole wobble thing. I found myself entirely unable to even clear the first spooky room as close to puking and screaming. Yeah, and that whole thing, like, the enemies only die if you set them on fire. It's like, okay, well, how am I going to set them on fire? You have a limited number of matches you can pick up, and you can only hold 5 of them at once. I was like, what? What? Nah. Battle Mage was amazing looking, but the way it's implemented, no. Oof, yeah, no thanks. Brutal Legend. I played Brutal Legend. I owned Brutal Legend on the Xbox 360. I got to about the part where the game turned into a massive RTS game. I was like, nope, I don't like RTS games. You just turn this game into an RTS. No, thank you. We would all suffer watching it. I would also get banned playing it, I realised. I would get banned. Because DMCA, left, right and centre.
Endron's black site is based offshore.
So I've just lost Dusk, and now I've got Declan. So I've lost one D and gained another D. Oh. Breaking the litany. I didn't break the litany, what the fuck? So the Crimson Head theme from the Resident Evil remake, which is also why I never bought that. Yeah. Resident Evil, in almost every single interpretation of it, for me, has always been more action, less horror. Like, it's not scary. The Resident Evil games, I think... I've played all of the Resident Evil games up to a certain point, and finished most of them. The only time that I actually ever got scared was the very first time I played Resident Evil 1 on the PlayStation 1, when the dogs burst through the window. It jump scared me. That got me. Also, it's finally Resident Evil 2. Good. They deserve to. I thought he was going to be windsurfing. I honestly thought he was going to be windsurfing. I saw about jump scares and Red attempted one, but sadly I was already partway through, grasping my face.
Over here.
Good attempt though, Red. Very good attempt.
My men have already secured this sector.
I can see the whiskey behind her.
Doesn't matter. They won't stop me from finding my daughter.
I know, but there's something more at stake here, Cahal.
Well, seeing Sonic Mania was good because it just goes back to classic Sonic.
HQ in Nevada. The biofuel and the treatment undergone by the prisoners are
That's all when if you try to open the front door.
protocol.
Yeah. That kind of spooked me a little bit the first time. Next time then, yes. Next time, Gadget. She even looks drunk, she really does.
If we don't put a stop to what's going on here, the whole world is fucked. Adana included.
What are you talking about?
Unrelated, what was the game that was like Fable, but that was a bard singing dirty things?
A tractor for Baines.
It sounds like the Bard's Tale. That actually sounds like the Bard's Tale.
Watkins used in Nevada.
It's their
They're still not doing okay, but taking time on themselves fine. That's good. That's better than they have been lately.
This is where they're producing it. Humans will contaminate each other, turn each other into Fomori, simply by driving their fucking cars. That's the Earthblood protocol.
And those eyes really just scream Bethesda to you. They really do. Oh my god.
Then this base needs to be
Bard's Tale was closer to Final Fantasy than Fable from what I remember.
We'll split up to divide their forces. Go
really? I played the Bard's Tale 3, I think it was, and it was an action and adventure game that was more like Fable. The early ones may be more close to Final Fantasy, yeah.
I'll open any doors I can remotely. Now, let's go.
Good luck, Cahal.
Bring our girl
Later ones
back
more like
home.
Fable, yeah. I never played any of the early ones. That would be the Bard's Tale with Gary L's voice as Bard. Good. Can't grab you fast. It just... Why? Why, game? Why would you put those flasks there and also fill my flasks? Why? I'm just going to get drunk. Bard's Tale first one had the whole turn system if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, I don't doubt that. Just as they got later on, they were more like Fable. I played the first, it's a massive 68 game, 90% sale. The entire series. Nice. I only played like the beginning of the third one, and it's like, it literally starts off with, you kill a giant rat, and it has a loot explosion. And the narrator says, what? How did all of that come out from a single giant rat? And the bard just looks up and says, well, how do you think I make my income? It's like, you know what? No, that's not what happens. No, this is not how the things go. No. Giant rats do not drop treasure. Aww. Skew wants to play Fable, but have been led to believe no one would like that. Fable... See, the problem with Fable, stream-wise, is that it's very open, and there's so much you can do in it that there are too many people who don't like watching Fable unless they're the ones playing it and controlling it and making decisions. That's the problem with Fable. Well, to be fair, that's actually more a problem with people watching Fable. But watching someone going through Fable and make all the decisions, to me, would be hilarious. Would be hilarious. So I'm going to try one of the bar sales. One of the bar sales would actually work as well, I think. So Wolf actually giant rat charbroils you. Oh yeah, because the giant rat is a quest you can get, but you kill a wolf because, you know, first enemies you come across sort of thing. That was awesome to see on someone stream it though. I never played the first one. I think I might have played like 10-15 minutes of the very first one. Not really got into it. Played and loved the second one, and kind of loved the third one as well. See, so any other game would just put like, you can't walk through this little gap. But no, I've got Kahal's arm disappearing into the wall. Remember getting the real best ending through the Grand Power of Real Estate in 3, I think it was. Yeah, that's one of the ways you can win the game, is just by owning everything in the entire game. And for all 3, I love them all. I did a very selfish thing in Fable 2, I think it was, with the ending choice. I was like, give me my fucking dog back, you bastards. So the studio went down. It's weird. You can thank Peter Molyneux for that. But also, I can't blame Peter Molyneux. As I've said before in previous streams, I'm going to be ending the stream here because I don't know when the next save point is going to be, and this game has been awful for him. So we're going to do that. And then we're coming back here. So yeah, Peter Molyneux is a creative genius. Peter Molyneux is the reason why we have God Sims. He created Populous way back in the early 90s, I think, maybe even late 80s, I actually can't remember when it was first released. His studio Bullfrog then made more of the Populous games, also then made Dungeon Keeper, changed names and management to Lionhead, made Black and White 2, and also the Fable games. Now, the issue with Peter Molyneux, he is incredibly enthusiastic, and he is not a PR person whatsoever. Peter Molyneux will very much let his own excitement and passion for a game run wild when he's talking about it. Problem is, when he talks about it in press releases, he starts promising things and, saying all the things that he wants the game to have. And it's not a case of, Fallout, where it's like he's saying these things and then not giving anyone any note of it. He's told the dev team all these things, and then the dev team have said, like, oh, okay, we'll see if we can do it. He's then gone on to say that this is kind of stuff he wants to do because he struggles with word vomit, basically. He struggles with that kind of thing, and he just gets so hyped up about something that he's passionate about and just blah. Which you can't blame him for. It's just he really needs a PR person. He really needs a PR person. Because the amount of stuff that was promised for stuff like Fable 2 and even Fable 3 versus what we got people hating him for it. And it's not wholly his fault, he just gets too excited about it, and he needs a PR person. It's literally all you need. Peter Molyneux is a wonderful creative director. Like, the kind of stuff that actually does exist in the Fable games, the Black and White games, even the Populous games. Dungeon Keeper, for example. Absolutely incredible. All the stuff that is in there is amazing. It's just looking at all the stuff that was promised versus what is actually there, there's a very massive disparity. And it's because, like, either we adhere to all the things that Peter Molyneux promises, or we actually release the game. Because Peter Molyneux will keep wanting to do different things with it. Like, for example, Black and White 1. Originally, it would ask you to put in where you lived, like, the area of the world you live, like not your actual location. And the in-game day-night cycle and the weather would reflect where you were in the world. So if it started raining outside, there's a good chance it would start raining in black and white. And it's like, that's an awesome feature, really cool, brilliant. Did it happen? Nah. It's like, it literally is the point that he promises all these things, and it's like, we can't do all of this, Peter. I'm afraid we just can't. So all we can do is release the game and hope they'll like it. And in fairness, despite people saying, these are all, despite people saying, well, look at all this stuff that's missing, they're still beloved games. Like the Fable series has still got a huge amount of following. Black and White series still has as well. So yeah, let's catch up on you finished the first one a dozen times. Never even got in second though, even though I never played the third. I've heard personally that the first is the best one and they get progressively worse, but then I barely played the first one. I loved the second one and I still really enjoyed the third one. I wasn't so keen on the fact that for some of the doors you had to have another player with you to open them, and then that meant that multiplayer was then necessary in order to get to platinum, or all the achievements for it. Which, it's still, nowadays it wouldn't be so much of an issue, because I know a fair few people who probably want to still play that and go and do that stuff with me. It's just at that time, back in the previous generation of gaming, before I started streaming, before I started being more internet social, it was very much a case of, well, I don't know anyone who plays games and I don't want to be social, so I'm not going to get any single multiplayer achievements. The only game that I can really remember getting the multiplayer achievements for and enjoying it was Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine. I loved that. I even so far as went to love the multiplayer on it. I still don't know why to this to this day. Thank you for the hydration reminder, Poppy. Oh, the Art Stream Challenge. Yep, the Art Stream Challenge has started as of today. Because I found out that my tablet will actually connect properly. I tested it fully on Fox's computer. It works. I just need to buy a Bluetooth dongle for this thing, and it should work perfectly. Toy Safe Scum to get achievements for the one, the few, and the many. Yeah, safe scumming was a very popular thing back then. I mean, it's popular now. It's just harder to do with some consoles because they permanently connected to internet stuff. Toy in favour of 4 is in the works. Yep. His vision runs away from dev team. Yep. Overpriced delivers. Writing checks his body can't cash. Yeah. One of my main gripes about Fable 1 was the way that the main character ages compared to everyone else. Yeah, it's one of those things that they just couldn't really... they wanted to make a progression system, and yes, it applies to one character, but then they realised the scope of trying to make that apply to all other characters in the game is like, yeah, sorry, we can't. Dungeon Keeper Salad, of course, not the new ones. It's fair. I mean, Red, you hate multiplayer like single player fans, I like multiplayer with close friends. Same. Why do you think I only do collaborations with people that I really like and trust, and why I do stuff like Monster Hunter and all that stuff with Team Bondage? Because, they're my friends, they're people I know, they're people I'm comfortable with, so I do it. Not an issue for you, Green because you never cared for achievement trophies. That's fair. That is wholly fair. I used to not either. Then the Xbox 360 came along with the gamer score stuff, and all the people I knew online, I was determined to get a better gamer score than them. There was one person who had a higher gamer score than me and actually unfriended me as soon as I surpassed them. I was like, that's petty. That's real petty. Real petty. It's that game, Another Thunderhammer and the jetpack session in oh, good God, yes. That game could have only been improved in my experience by letting you play as a Terminator for a bit. Give you some Terminator armor. I was like, oh yes. Yes, please. You're not gaming, let's just talk about the games. That's completely fair, Poppy. There's literally only one game I want the platinum on, that's God of War 4. Yep. Yep, I'm going towards that, as you've seen on my Wednesday evening streams, is now God of War Path to Platinum, because it's more than 3 trophies, but I've basically got to do 3 things for the last of the trophies, which is Muspelheim, Niflheim, and the Valkyries. I do all that, and then I've got all the trophies and get platinum on it. So that's what I'm working towards. As with regards to some of the other things, I mean, I do try to hunt platinums. I really do. Like Werewolf the Apocalypse, I'm going to go for platinum on it. It's just I can't because at least one of the trophies at the moment has glitched. Finish a mission without killing any innocents. I've done that at least 3 times. I've done that on a separate save file. And what people recommend to do is delete your entire save file from your PS4 and then start a new game and do the first mission, and it should unlock. And I'm like, sure, yeah, I'll do that after I finish the game, because I don't want to lose all the progress I've done on stream just for that. I will do that after I'm done. Terminator armor for the final mission would have been glorious. Yeah, like, you know, even just for the final fight. That final fight against, you know, the messenger of chaos, like the chaos demon. Like, you know, just to the side there is a suit of librarian power armor. I was like, yes, please. I will take that and beat the shit out of a demon. Yes, please. Although then again, Space Hulk Deathwing happened. I was like, wait, it's a first-person shooter, and I play as a Terminator. How's this going to work? I started playing, it's like, oh, this works. Oh, this works. I love that game. I still haven't gone very far in it, but I love it. It's about the same you have to do in God of War 4. It really, yeah, it's like, it's the optional content, which is really tricky to do, because the Muspelheim trials are nasty. Niflheim is a grind, and the Valkyries, oh, the Valkyries are a pain. Wow, yeah. That and also that, yeah, well, yeah, the glitch, and also I don't know, but that last mission I did, I am fairly certain that I missed a spirit, because the spirit was saying, you know, like, it's on this part of the wall. Oh wait, no, it's maybe here. Maybe it's there. Maybe it's here. It's like, where the fuck is it? I couldn't see it. I think I've missed it, which means that, you know, because the game is badly designed, that means I have to start the game from the very beginning and find the spirit again. Yay. Heavy flamer. Yeah, the heavy flamer or the chain gun. So good. So good. What am I up to off the stream? Don't know. Honestly, don't know. I've got no plans. Sharky is having to do their Game with Friends streams later on in the day, because their partner has got a new work hours, which means that they'd normally be asleep by the time they'd be doing the Game with Friends, and the only time they can do Game with Friends is 3 in the morning for me. It's like, would love to, but that's 1 hour before I have to go to bed. So yeah, we're trying to figure out a time when we can do it, but it's not going to be Mondays anymore. So the rest of Mondays, I actually don't have anything on. I really don't. Muspelheim take no hit damage is what stumped you thus far. In all fairness, I looked at the Muspelheim challenges, like when I was, you know, investigating what I need to do for Platinum. I looked at that, I was like, oh, I'm not sure I want to do that. Because with God of War, all it takes is one small, teeny tiny mistake, and then wham, you've taken damage, failed the challenge. And it's like, you don't want to bother if you do something? Oh no, I'll be fine. No. I might take the opportunity to finish the Final Fantasy XIV main story quest, because I am literally a quest and a half away from doing that. But that's not something that's going to, you know, mean that I can't talk to people. It just means, you know, if I go a bit quiet, then stuff's happening. But yeah, won't be bothering me. I won't be too involved. However, though, that's where I'm going to be ending things completely now. Thank you all very much for coming along, for your support. It's greatly appreciated. We got back to Masochism Mindy. Masochism Mindy. That's the thing. We got back to doing Masochism Monday stuff, and learned just the extent of how much Werewolf the Apocalypse is really earning the title of being on Masochism Monday. Really is. Next stream for me is going to be tomorrow at 4 PM BST, where I'm going to go back to Near Replicant. Excuse me. And I've been doing stuff off stream on that. Literally all I've done is I've farmed up some goat hides for one of the side quests. I've gotten all the pink moonflower seeds I need for another quest. And I have been trying to grow the legendary flower for another trophy. What the state of it currently is right now is that I've planted another row of flowers. So basically on stream, the first thing I'm going to do is go and check if I've gotten the legendary flower. If I have, then awesome, you'll see me get it. If not, then it's back to sowing seeds and planting again, and then continuing with what side quests I do have, and then progressing the storyline. And then after that, at 1 AM BST, will be Ghost of Tsushima. Going back trying to pet some damn foxes. But until next time, thank you all very much for coming along again, and I will see you next time. But until then, have yourselves a good rest of your day, good evening, a good morning, a good night, or a good afternoon, whatever time zone is for you. Until next time, stay safe and see you later. Bye bye.